Aloha. Great job today. So a little bit of what we were talking about was like how to work dyads up. So in our tune that we're working on, which I'll send you a version of that as well, I hope you dig, we're going to be plucking the two middle strings, the C and the E, playing our first finger on the first fret for the F, and then playing the D here. And that gives us like what would look like the D minor, but we're really only shooting for two notes of the triad. When we walk that up, we get an F sharp and a D sharp, but we're really shooting to walk through that chord into our minor third, E minor. Again, playing just two notes from the dyad. Therefore, when we go, we're doing a little intro or an outro. Honestly, they do something like the second time and moving it down, which is lots of fun. Double bubble bar at the fifth and at the sixth, meaning they're parallel. And then at the 3 and 4 are staggered, 1 and 2 are staggered, and then open. C, D, E, F, G. We'll talk more about dyads later, but that'll help you in the beginning of the song. The other really keen takeaway was how to modulate, which was the whole point of the song. So that's what this video is going to be about. On your own for this week, try to look at the key of C major, how the C and the A minor, when you play them together, just gives you a note that was already in the key of A minor. A, C, E, high C, doesn't matter. C major, A minor, relative major, minor. Just like G major and E minor, relative major, minor. When you play an A major, even though we didn't talk about it today, if you put down one finger, you get an F sharp minor. Well, our relative major and our relative minor is generally one finger away. F major, add the D, you got its relative major and relative minor. That works truly for every single chord. So go through every major chord you know, count up 6 notes. So case in point, if we were to say, I know the key of D, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. Play a D major, add that B note, and you get a 7 chord. Rockin' around Christmas tree. See what I'm saying? One note away from awesomeness. And if you play the major and hammer on the minor, you get like a rock and roll bluegrass kind of, not bluegrass, but more like a bluesy kind of movement. It's lots of fun for lots of tunes. Other than that, the way to modulate is to take the keys that you know and play in a second, third, and fourth finger. So if we were playing the song of going C major, this is random, it means nothing, to A minor, to an F major, and then back to the C, we would have a 3-chord movement in the key of C. Or we could add a G in there. Let's not make it complicated. C major, A minor, F major, C. If we move that up, I could bar the whole first fret, and look what this does. That looks like a C major. That looks like an F major. And that this looks like an A minor, right? So every time you play, you're essentially doing your secondary fingering, and you can move that up each time. It takes a little minute to get used to, but the idea is if you could play a song that's F major, G7, C, then you can play like an A7 and go to D and then go. It's all movable. This is the cage system. It allows you to play in every key for every song. So if this takes hold, that means that you're not limited by not knowing a chord. You can just move up your 7 chords that you already know. C, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and B diminished. And then you have every single chord and every single song that's ever been written at your fingertips. And it takes practice, but this is a great foundation. It's wonderful seeing you today. If you have any questions, kind of jot them down, bring them to the table next week, and we'll talk about those as well. Other than that, it's just wonderful seeing you this week. Aloha. Oh, and if you want to get here a little bit earlier next time, for sure. Whatever's clever.